Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. You may be looking at this like, what are we doing? What is going on? We're making a scrap journal today, you guys. It's going to be so much fun. And yeah, I've actually been preparing this morning. I've been taking my time, cleaning off my desk. I don't have a craft lunch on my desk. Behind me, I don't know. But on my desk, there's no longer a risk of a craft lunch. I've been gathering scraps. So this journal is just going to be scraps. I have some scrapbook pages that we're going to play with. We're going to do some reverse painting on some of them that maybe they don't have like the most interesting images in the world. Um, but we're going to work with them and make them fun. So that's going to be a thing that we do. And we're going to make a book, I'm like collage, book, bread. Um, we're going to make a scrap journal, and it's going to have 3 signatures. So I kind of pulled like 3 random pieces of the book pages. I only have a little bit of tea dye paper here. I've got all my scraps. So all of this was sitting on my desk. So this is the theme of our journal today, is all of these scrappy bits. And luckily I've been working in a very close color palette for a little while because they all kind of match. Yay. It's kind of fun to let your scraps pile up like this, and you can kind of go back and remember what projects you did. At least that's how I feel. So these are my scraps from the last couple of weeks. In that pile were some scrappy envelopes too. And then I got some dies out. I got some stamps out. And we're just going to have some fun making a journal today. And I am going to base this journal on Natasha from Treasure Books. She says she's figured out how to make the easiest junk journal in the world. I don't know about that, but I love her. So, and I want to try this journal. I personally think the 3-minute journal that Kelly over at Book and Paper Arts came up with is the easiest journal to make in the world, but you know, it's all semantics. All right, so here we go. I'm still very excited to try this. I'm not going to give you all the hacks and tips and tricks and all the things that she did. You have to go watch her video for that. In the meantime, I'd like to introduce you to my new friend, Dolly. Okay, now we have a craft lunch because I moved Dolly. We talked about her in our last live, and she has arrived. So here she is. I love that I just pulled the trigger on this and went for it. Now, Desiree told me to put a sandwich through and season it before I ever put a dye or anything in it. I did this 3 times, but I'm going to do it again. I got the rose quartz. This is the rose quartz version from scrapbook.com. It's an exclusive for scrapbook.com. And so I'm really excited. I hope she's a workhorse in my craft room. Now, y'all know I have the Tim Holtz Sidekick already. Let's look at a comparison of the plates, shall we? Now, look, I still love the Sidekick. I'm going to keep the Sidekick forever. It's all good. But if we compare the plates, it does justify my purchase a little bit more. Could I use a little more over here? Could have been 4 inches? Yeah, but whatever. I still like it and am very excited to use it. So I named her. It's Dolly, and because she's just cute and little and strong, just like Dolly Parton. So that's her name. We'll all refer to her from Dolly going forward. Let me jump in here and say hello to everyone. She's well seasoned. I don't think Des is here, but I don't know because I haven't opened my video yet. She might be. but checks and balances, she's well seasoned. Good morning, Miss Vicky. How you doing up there? Hope you're doing well. And hello, Maddie. And hi, Zane. How you doing? Hello, Miss Jennifer. Hi, Cheryl. We're gonna make a junk journal today. Yes, we're gonna make it squirrel. Yeah, so we are gonna make a junk journal. Okay, this Dolly came with this and a die set that I put in my giveaway pile. It's too little and intricate and fussy for me. But this was a freebie, and I was like, what? The freebie of the week when I bought Dolly was a magic mat to fit her. It's like they knew or something. So anyways, that was a freebie. And I got another freebie. I got this carrot, which this carrot kind of exemplifies why I wanted this. So if I was just using my sidekick, I could have cut any of these 3 pieces by themselves individually on my sidekick and been just fine. I need to replace these. It's like cracked. I mean, I have used this little thing. But on the new one, I could actually cut all 3 at the same time, right? Without getting my big one out. And this way I don't have to shake the camera. I'm still going to need my big one, and I love my big one. But, you know, whatever. Now I have another size. There's a ton of sandwiches. I'm sure that's going to really frustrate me, but that's okay. I'll learn. I'm going to teach this old dog some new tricks. Okay, so that's Dolly. I'm going to put her off to the side. She's going to be over here. All right, let's get into this. Let's make a scrappy journal. Now, I need a few more book pages because I don't have enough tea dye. And I'm not going to put these in as book pages, I don't think. I think these are going to be, I think we're going to take these book pages and make them artwork for the journal. Not the drill bit, this one. All right. These are the 3. I picked these from a wine book. And then I picked these from a gardening book that my mom gave me. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. But these are actually going to be pages because they fold out. So I'm going to put them in my signature and sew them in right here. Okay, so that's that. So I really only have a few pages. So I'm going to pull pages from my digital because I have them printed and right here beside me. This is going to be a very like whimsical kind of journal because it's all going to be mixed matched. Sala, how you doing? Hi, Miss Lindaville. Hey, Zinjan. It's your first live with me. Well, welcome. I know you watch and comment, which I totally appreciate, but welcome to the live. Okay, we can use some of these pages. I'll just reprint them another time. Let's see, these are embellishments. This is one I've already cut out of. All right. I need journal pages, y'all. These could totally be journal pages. None of these are printed double-sided. That's fine. These are all from my 4 Seasons digital paper pack. I think these are really fun. Let's use these. That's 4 more. Oh, here's one. We'll use that one. Ooh, we'll use that one. None of these are double-sided, but that's fine. We don't have to have double-sided. We can fill in the other side. We're going to have a lot of fun, you guys. We're going to make ephemera for our journals and just all kinds of things, okay? So buckle up, grab a drink. I grabbed a tea to keep me calm. Don't get too excited. Let's see, I'm just looking through. Maybe this one. Now I'm going through my Woodland Princess set. I just need journal pages, y'all. All right. I think that could potentially be enough, but we might pull some from another place too. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm so excited to have electricity. I meant to be here with you yesterday and I couldn't because we didn't have electricity. So our whole neighborhood was kaput. All right, for 12 hours. I do not know what's going on. Here in Texas, our grid is just broken. We got one deep freeze in 2021 and we haven't gotten back online yet. How many years ago was that? Okay, so this is between two of my kits. Let me count the pages. Okay, 8. Alrighty. Let's grab, so those are all good. I'm gonna make sure they're all upright because I don't think they are unless I put them upright. Oh, I did. We're good. Okay. Some of them are printed double-sided, some of them are not. You guys, this journal is going to be very hodgepodge. It's just going to have a little bit of everything. It doesn't have like a distinct theme or anything. It's just going to be fun and whimsical. I'm going to bring in different stamps. Hey, Nima, good to see you. And, you know, we're just going to have a good time. We're just going to throw some pages together and make this journal. I'm looking behind me to see, do I have any other stacks of paper I might want to use? I don't know. I woke up this morning to my husband saying, oh, our son made plans today, just so you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, good to know. Hey, look at that one. Maybe that one. And I really like this one. I don't know what I had those pulled to the side for, so we're just going to use them. Oh, it looks like I was going to work on a circus thing. Well, let me pull these back out because I do want to eventually get to that project. I mean, I pulled those out for a circus themed like 2 months ago, but hey, you can't rush creativity. Miss Vicki Jensen, how you doing? Good to see you. Hi, Norma. Hey, Jessica. Jessica, was that you that placed an order? I was wondering. I sent something to a Jessica S. You've never used it, Maddie. Oh, I love it. I love the little one. You know, just when you have those little dies that you want to run through and not fuss with a big machine. Okay, I'm grabbing more paper, you guys. Oh, there's a whole basket I haven't been through in a long time, but I can't get to it. So we're going to have to deal with this one. All right. No Christmas bears. That won't work. I mean, it's hodgepodge, but it's not that hodgepodge. All right, let's see. This all feels like it's ephemera. And I can't really fit this in frame, so I'm just kind of going through it real quick. And this all seems to be ephemera. What's this? Ooh, that page will work. Might even use that. Not as a page, but you know, to throw in the mix. Dang, I think this whole box is just printed ephemera. No Santa Claus, not today. No gingerbread man. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, that'll work. I think that's supposed to be a page you're supposed to tear apart into washi strips, but we're going to use it as a whole page because no one's here to stop me. Let's see. Oh, that'll work. Let's use that one. Ooh, there's two. That was a twofer. Okay, cool. We'll take it. All right. I think we have enough. Maybe we have enough paper. I don't know that for sure. But we have a good start. And the rest of that whole box I grabbed was ephemera. I'm going to grab some more book pages, you guys. Just kind of grabbed a handful. We'll see what we've got. No whammies. Let's see. Oh, cool. This is the Time Life stuff. I like these pages. Sonia Krill, how you doing? Hey, Bakira, hi. Oh yeah, I can get down with some Time Life pages. All right, let's do that. We'll add some of these. Oh, let's put the ladies in. I think there's going to be a lot of ladies in this journal. I like that old man. He's got the right idea. He's just sitting and people watching. All right, let's also just throw these in. I have 3 signatures, so let's throw in those. What else is in here? Ooh, some master boards. Cool. I like that. Didn't know those were there. Oh, he's got his feet up. There he is. There's the other half of him. Where'd he go? Well, anyways, there's the other half of him. He's got his feet up. He's people watching. Let's grab some of these plain pages too, because we can always decorate them. Okay, I think we have enough book pages. I think we're good. I think we have enough pages. Let's get this show on the road. All right, I need to tear or cut the edges. I don't like those. I'm gonna cut because I can cut all 3 at once. Thanks, Miss Linda. Miss Sonia, what you up to? Hi, Shay. Shay, did your package arrive? I hope it did. You guys, the Postal Service. So, you know, I'm on the Kendra's Card Challenge team. And companies send us things because they're super sponsors. And poor Lynn, like, had a package that the company was only like an hour and a half from her house. The thing went across like 6 states. Took 2 weeks to get to her. And then once she mentioned that, like, everyone started sharing stories. So I don't know. Something is awry there. But hopefully y'all get it all in a timely manner. I try. Okay, lickety split. That's done. All right, let's build a journal. And do this thing. I'm gonna need this. Don't put that away. All right, we're doing Natasha from Treasure Books, easiest journal ever in the history of the world tutorial, something like that. And I picked 3 12 by 12 papers. I thought these were really pretty. I'm gonna split up the purples with this one. So it's gonna go something like this. This is gonna be my front page, back and middle. Okay. These are from Maggie Holmes. It's the, I can't remember, Market Square collection. Yay, Shay. I hope you liked it all. Thank you so much. Okay. I am going to cut these down to, let's do 8.5 by 11. Drinking my tea. Alrighty. 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to cut an inch off on this side. You guys, I placed an order with scrapbook.com for Dolly and then forgot to order new blades for my trimmer. Ugh. I need like an auto ship for that. I don't want to have to think about it because I won't remember. We are going to use these scraps. All right. Now, one of my pages was directional, so I did have to think about that as I was cutting them. But now these are going to represent our signatures, okay? And we're going to build our signatures a little different in this journal than we normally would. Oh, I'm so glad, Shay. Hey, Beth. Girl, I wish we were thrifting together today, but you live too far away. Honestly, every time I thrift, I just come home with too many books. You guys, they've taken over the dining room. I got to get those things. I need bookshelves like on every wall. Oh, thanks whoever. Hi, Lacey. Thanks so much. I don't know that she's watching, but thanks, Lacey. Okay, these are signatures, and I wanted to use single-sided paper for this because I wanted to exemplify the fact that you're not going to see this side. So if you have single-sided 12 by 12 paper, fold it so your design is on the inside because you're not going to see the outside at all. So I made sure to find paper this morning that was single-sided. So, because I usually buy double-sided paper whenever I can. I think I have pacified my dog, but she may start talking to us. Okay, so that's that. These are my covers for my signatures. Okay, I'm going to label them because I do have a specific order that I want them in. So I'm going to go to town right now labeling these. And this is my first, this is number 2. 2, top. I'm going to draw a line and put no glue. Okay, no glue on this side. All right. This is number 1. This is the top. And because I'm like that, I'm going to mark this one like this. The line doesn't matter. You don't have to draw straight. No glue. Here to here. We'll do that again. I want to see how fast I can, you know, I like to be a fast crafter. I want to see how quickly I can make one of these, even if it's my first time. No glue. When this live is over, I'll come back and add a link to the video for Natasha. You got to go watch hers. This is her brainchild after all. Okay. So let's just start folding paper. I think I've got 2 sheets here to go in our signatures. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm gonna stack them together. I'll separate them later. So here's 3, that's cool. I usually like to have 1 of each kind of paper. So like these all came from the same kind of thing. So versus the single, but it is hodgepodge today. So it's okay that we've got a single sheet just floating around. It didn't have another home, so it's all good. All right, I don't like, in my journals, you do you, but I don't like my pages folded in half and my writing going like this. It's just, it actually doesn't bother me so much for this page, but typically I just don't like it. So I'm gonna fold my paper in half this way. This is how I like to do it. And then I will just cut it wherever. I like peekaboos, so I don't necessarily want this one the same height. Oh, my scissors are stuck together. There. So now this page will go in my book. Let's do that. I think I got 3 of those. You guys, I think my vertigo is coming back. I need to do my exercises. I'm starting to get dizzy again. I'm gonna cut off the top because it's more boring. All right, we got 3 of those. Okie dokie. And now I need to do the same thing with these. Making nowhere somewhere. My dad used to love these Time Life books. They were always on his bookshelf. Making nowhere somewhere. I'm going to leave that in my journal. I'm going to cut off the prairie. I don't know what else. Oh, yeah, we didn't need that. I like that. Okay, cool. That's what we want to see anyways. All right. Let's do it again. So what are y'all doing this weekend? Hey there, T. How you doing, honey? I was just sharing how mail is going all over the place, telling them about Lynn's series of misfortunate events with her package. Okay, this one, I really don't want to fold that lady's face in half, so I'm just going to fold it over here. I think it'll still fit fine in my journal. Yes, it's perfect. It's like it was meant to be. And then I'm gonna cut it so that I can keep more. I wonder if I can keep Jackie's name in there. I like that she has a name. I mean, I'm sure all these ladies had a name. It's just not written by their picture. Let's cut off the top. All right. Let's see if the ladies fit in our journal that way. Ooh, too tall. Okay. It's Billy. Everyone meet Billy, Lily, Monica, Jackie, and Annette. It's the town choir. All right. I don't know what their jobs were. They probably didn't have jobs. They were smart. They stayed home, made bread, raised up the kids. All right. I'm gonna move this up a little more. Oh, you dealing with that pollen, Tracy? Yuck. We're going to lose some names here. At least we met them. Okay, I think that's good. So in this case, I'm trimming off the top and the bottom ever so much so that I can keep the majority of what I want in the picture instead of like these others where I just kind of lobbed off part of the page. I'm being a little more strategic here, and also with my folding, I was more strategic. Okay, those pages are prepped and ready. Grab some more pages. We're almost done with the pages, y'all. Some of these are single-sided and some are not. I love these kaleidoscope looking pages. I've always liked kaleidoscopes. Hey, Mama Juju. How you doing? Hi, Jana. How are you? So good to see you. Oh, nowhere is a city? Oh, how cool. In Nebraska. Fun. I would move up north if I wasn't married to a Jamaican. He can't handle it, y'all. We went to New York a couple of times together, and the poor man just cannot handle the cold. It like seizes up his back. It's like, nope, He was not made for the cold. Okay, so this is a mixture of my two new digitals. Four Seasons is all this kaleidoscope looking stuff. And then this medieval stuff is from Woodland Princess, and it also has lots of roses and flowers, but it also has some kind of gnomes slash dwarfs slash princesses and a knight in shining armor. Okay, I've got all that. These are not going to be pages. These are going to be like decorations. Here's some pages. And then I have just a wee bit of tea dye. So not very much. Get what you get. I need to have a session. I need to do another tea dye session. When I do a tea dye session, y'all, I grab a whole ream of paper and I just commit to it. I turn on music. I'll do it when my family is around and torture them with the smells of coffee and tea in the oven for hours. They just don't love that. But yeah, I just go to town and I tea dye a whole ream of paper at a time. That way I don't have to do it as often. Okie doke, let's put our signatures together. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move my tea. I mean, if I spilled it, that would be okay actually, but I don't want to. And what I like to do is kind of stack my like pages together. Okay, so then these are all the printables. These two, these are all my like Time Life book pages. So I can stack those together. More printables. Okay. And now I've got to move Miss Dolly. Everyone, meet Dolly. Okay. Gotta move her. We don't need her right now anyways. We are going to use Dolly today. We're going to find out how she cuts. She's going to make some tabs for her journal and stuff. All right. So these are my signatures. So this one, I know I have 3 of those. So we'll put 1 in each. Okay. I don't have an even number of tea dye papers. which is fine. Who cares? It's not the end of the world. All right. And I had an oddball with that one. So now, still working pretty even here. Not being picky at all. I'm just adding pages because, again, this journal is supposed to be hodgepodge. It's not. Let's put that one there. Think that'll do. Guess what? Your pages don't have to be the same exact number of pages per signature. I'm just saying, like, it's okay. One of these is not the same as the others, and that's all right. So let's put them together. I'm going to stack mine like this so I don't get confused. Move it to the side. We have a limited amount of space here, people. Okay, who is the front cover of this group? I don't know yet. And this page actually is going to have to be cut down. It is too big. No problem. Problem solved. Okay. So here's our front, or it's actually our last signature. Ooh, the purple is pretty nice. But guess what? It's going to be this side first. That's fine. I think I need to trim it some more. Hey, John and Jill. How are y'all doing? So good to see you. Miss Jill, I've been thinking about you. Saying a little prayer for you in this time. I know you're in good hands. All right. We are making, for you guys, we are making a scrappy journal. Just a scrappy little journal. And right now I'm putting my signatures together. You're probably like, obviously. And we're going to have some fun decorating this scrappy little journal too. Because I have a whole pile of scraps already ready. Already ready. Alrighty? Okay. I feel like this contents page should maybe be like in the first signature. I'm just saying. My brain likes things like that. So I'm going to grab this one instead. And this is going to be my center page. Okay. One signature folded and prepared. One signature ready. Now I have a question. What are you doing, Biddy Penny? You need to turn the bead around. Here we go. Yeah, this is the front of my signature, and this is the top. So I had to turn that around. I know everybody's upright, but I'm still going to check them one last time. There are squirrels running around in here after all. Okay, that's that. Ginormous paper clip activated. More ginormous paper clips. The more you clip, the more likely you are to succeed. And 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You struggle with it, try more clips. It's my one major tip for a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I'm sewing these together. You can watch Natasha's video and see all the other ideas that she had. I'm not gonna steal her thunder. So yeah, go watch her if you don't want to sew your signatures together. Okay. You guys, I'm so like excited about my new walking routine. I walked 2 miles yesterday while catching up with my sister-in-law. It was the best. I decided I don't talk to my family and friends nearly as much as I talk to you guys. So I decided I would start calling them when I'm on my walk. It's very exciting stuff. That page is not going there. This is the very beginning of our journal. So I'm like questioning myself. I'm like, hold the phone. Well, I'm going to do it the way I think I'm supposed to do it. Okay. To be honest, guys, I only kind of know what I'm doing here. Okay, let's use this sheet next to it. I think that'll be nice. All right. Now we can get this party started. Where are you taking your guillotine? What's going on? Yeah, you can always bring your guillotine to my house, John. You and Jill just bring whatever you want. If you find a dog on the way, would you bring it too? Because I really want another dog, but my hubby says no. But if you brought one with you, maybe I could keep it. Just saying. If you're on your way over, bring me a dog. All right. This signature is done. Oh, looky there. I did it right. What's kind of freaking me out right now as I work on this is the fact that it's like this journal is going to open straight into the signature. I am not used to that. I kind of wanted to go back to Natasha's video real quick, like, to make sure I'm on the right track. I'd hate to do all this work and then it not be right. Okay, there's another one. Hold the phone. Y'all talk to each other. I gotta do a little research here real quick. I know it's kind of ridiculous, but this is real life. My channel isn't about teaching you. It's just about the journey of what it's like being in my head and my craft space. It's just my creative journey. Okay, I'm learning too. Treasure books on YouTube. Miss Natasha. The easiest journal ever is what it's titled. Just hold on. Oh, can't have your voice. Hi, Susan. Hey, Carmina. Hi, Amy. So good to see you guys. Open the book, Natasha. Let's see. I'm scrubbing. Okay. Trying to get to the point where she's going to open the book and let me see what it looks like. So, oh geez, she's fiddling through her paper, which I totally understand. Me too. Let's put the ladies at the start. I just need to see when she opens her book, does it open straight to the signature? Question mark. I think it does. Okay, open the book. Come on. Sorry, guys. I'm sure y'all are like this when I do things too. Yes, it opens straight to the signature. Okay, then I know where we're going. Okay, I needed to make sure I wasn't misguiding you guys. That would be terrible. All right. We're back on track. I was questioning the whole situation, but I'm good now. Okay. I understand. I know where we're going. The school bus driver is back on the road. There was just a slight detour. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So let's put our pages in accordingly. Let's put this one in here. Put that one right there. Hey, ladies, you're going to go right there. I think we'll put this one right here. And we'll throw in those two. Let's put this little half sheet right here. Okie dokie. Let me line everything back up. Oh, that was lined up. Oh, it's 3 half sheets. It'll be fine. Okay. We did it. Our signatures are done. I don't know how long I've been on here. Tell me it has not been 47 minutes, because that would be crazy. I think it has. Oh my gosh, you guys, I gotta get going. I guess it's because I introduced you to Dolly and everything. I thought we'd already have a journal by this point, like constructed. Okay. Got our signatures. It just takes work when you're getting, good thing I already sourced. Well, that was the other thing. We did have to source materials. Okay. Okay. 47 minutes makes sense. All right. This is my little sewing kit. And Ryan, did I say hi to you? I don't mind saying hi twice. Hello. All right. Let's get some string. One thing I didn't forget to order at scrapbook.com is this mint tape. I've been wanting to try it. I've never tried it before. And I keep using my washi tape for it, which, you know, I have a drawer full of washi tape, so I should be using it for something. But still. I bought the mint tape. Let's do 3 different colors, because we're a couple of wild and crazy guys. All right. Put that one there and that one there. One, two, three. 3 lengths of your height of your signature, whatever size signature you're working with. And it's extra depending on how you tie your bows, but you don't want not enough. So you can order this waxed linen thread on Amazon inexpensively and get all colors. Whoops, that's the wrong end. We want this end. Okay. You don't need 3 different colors. It just goes back to this being like a hodgepodge journal. figure we may get some hodgepodge string colors too. Linda. I'm a fast crafter. All right. Let's just, I'm going to actually put that string there. This one here. And this one's going to go right here. Boom. All right. I don't measure this part of the process. I just eyeball the center. I eyeball about, you know, 1.5 inches from each. You can go, you know, we have some shorter pages, so let me go a little bit closer on this one. I'll probably, on the next two, I'll probably go down about 2 inches. I have a needle on my desk, don't I? Or did I just get the, maybe I didn't get a needle out. I think I just got the container out. Here's a needle. When you buy a sewing kit, it comes with the needles, the awl, the everything you need. It even comes with twine, or this string usually. You can get them for about $7.99 on Amazon. I don't know if places like Hobby Lobby or whatever have them or not. That I'm not sure of. Okay. Wherever you start your thread is where your thread will end. So I'm starting on the outside, which means my thread is, my two ends to my thread will end on the outside. If you start on the inside and the tail is on the inside, then that is where it ends. Okay? So this is where mine is going to end when I'm done here. I'm just going to go in the middle, up one side, down to the last hole, and through there, back through. Some people loop. It's so funny, the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, I've seen it done a lot of different ways, but some people loop through there and then go through this hole, which is kind of cool. Try that. Pretty sure that's how they do it. Sorry. There we go. Now, Natasha does have a good point in her video that it is easier to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch when you're not having to go through the cover of your book and you're just going through like making a signature like this. That is true. Now, I have a lot more string than I need, but that's better than not having enough. I have nice tight signatures. You don't want it so tight that it tears your paper. But I do have a nice tight signature here and on this other side. So now I'm going to double knot. And there's no point in me tying a bow. I'm going to trim that off. And what Natasha did, which I liked at this point, is she taped this down with masking tape. Do I have masking tape? If not, we'll use washi. I don't, so let's use washi. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have masking tape. I just don't know where it is. I'm not going to slow down to find it. Okay, so our book is, that signature is done. I'm going to put it to the side. Let's do it again. Maybe if you see me do it 3 times, it'll make it more approachable. You know, I think a lot of times we're looking for alternatives to the 3-hole pamphlet stitch because it's intimidating to do it the first time. But I'm telling you, just do it, practice it, because it is the fastest way to bind a journal, in my opinion. I've tried the tab. I've tried, well, the accordion, I think, is equally I mean, it's just different. You just build your accordion journal differently. But I honestly think the 3-hole pamphlet stitch is the fastest way to make a journal. Notice this time I'm going down instead of up. It doesn't matter which way you go. That doesn't matter at all. So you don't have to stop and change anything if you realize, oh, she went to the top hole first and then the bottom. It doesn't matter. Mindless Crafting will be live today working with their scraps. I'm so excited about that. I don't know if I'll be home for it, which makes me a little, not a little sad, makes me a lot sad. Oh, I gotta pull my string differently this time. But yeah, Tracy and Bill will be scrapping. It's a scrappy Saturday. I'm scrapping too. I'm just scrapping a journal. I don't know what she's going to be scrapping. But I need to get back to using my scraps because honestly, you guys, it's one of my favorite ways to make things. Okay, and I'm just going to glue this down. It doesn't need to be that long. You do yours different, Diane? Yeah. It's so funny. It's like we all say the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but everybody does it. Like there's so many ways to do it. And you know what? As long as your book doesn't fall apart, then you did it right. And you know what? Guess what? If your book falls apart, just scrap it into a new book or figure out a new way to put it together or move on from it and make yourself a whole new journal. You know, it's not the end of the world. It wouldn't be a big deal. Don't let it stop you from starting. It's an adventure with paper. I mean, I understand things are intimidating. For instance, your girl here doesn't do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. Why? Because I'm intimidated. So I get it. I'm not immune to it. But just don't let it stop you from starting. I don't do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch because I don't need to. And I'm intimidated by it and I don't want to deal with it. I am a fast crafter and I don't like getting bogged down in intricate details. I know that about myself. So I'm just like, you know what? Don't need it. I'm good. I'm just going to keep going. But just don't let something like that keep you from starting. And if you don't want to sew, you don't have to. There are a million journals out there and videos where people are trying to figure out, okay, lots of people don't like to sew. So what are some other ways we can put these books together? And there are lots of ways. Okay, so I'm making sure it's nice and tight. Yes, on the inside and the outside. You have to check both places. You can't just rely on it being nice and tight on the outside. I'll put a 3rd hole in it, or a 3rd knot. Why not? Okay. We're going now, you guys. Cooking with gas. I wanted to make a ton of ephemera with y'all today, but I don't know if I'll have time. We'll see. We'll see. I had a lot more time before I knew that my son was making plans. Okay. I'm so glad I labeled them 1, 2, and 3. I know where all my tops are without having to open them. This is when there's an arrow up, that also means top, but I do like a T up there. I have a reminder, don't put any glue here. Like squirrel, don't do it. Okay, I'm gonna put up all of my paper clips. I got some of these, actually I got a lot of these from Mindless Crafting, and the other ones I got from a teacher garage sale. Oh my goodness. I wish teachers, when they had yard sales, they would advertise, teacher yard sale. I would go to all of them. Teachers have the best things in their yard sales. I've been to 2, and I'm like, winner, winner, chicken dinner. The tab method is cool, and it is fun experimenting and trying other things. I mean, I love an accordion journal like crazy. I love an accordion journal. So I do encourage you to try new methods. Okay, let's put this needle up so it's not lost in my craft room for the next 2 decades. And I don't need my awl anymore. And like I said, Natasha gives you 2 other binding options when you make this journal with her on her channel. So, whoa, loose needle, not good. Never good with this girl. Okay. So I keep paper clips in here too, because sometimes when I'm taking this to go, I'll have everything I need in it. So that's why I keep those jumbo needle or paper clips in 2 places. All right, let's do the binding, y'all. We are going to start with the front cover of my 3rd signature, okay? And then we're going to have the top 2nd signature back cover. Yes. And we're going to glue these 2 things together. Now, Natasha stressed that she isn't a perfect crafter, but in this sense, this is important to get straight. So here's what we're going to do. I filled up my glue bottle today. I did not clean the needle, but no glue goes beyond my pencil line here. And I mean, I could probably, I don't think it's measured, like I could probably go a little further over to it, but I'm not going to. And you do want to get your edges really good, which I have done. Okay, so now we're going to take these pieces, that's all the glue you need. We're going to line them up nicely, not like that. Okay. Gonna line these up, make sure they're nice and even. Okay, just see how pretty that is? And we all know I'm not a perfect crafter. Okay. And this is why it doesn't matter that I use single-sided paper, because you're not gonna see the other side. So you can mark it up and add all your notes that you want. You need piles. Linda, you got to get some piles going on. Maybe get a Post-it or just a piece of paper and mark your piles. Of course, don't listen to me. I have craft lunches all the time. I have too many piles. I'm like a little groundhog or something. I don't know. I sent my mom a meme yesterday that was like, I'm 1 thrift haul away from being on a Hoarders episode. I love memes. Okay. So I just did it again. And now all 3 of our journals are joined together. This gap is incredibly important. If you leave this out, your journal's not going to journal right. So this gap that we created here, And I lined, y'all, if you go back, if maybe you didn't join at the beginning of the video and you end up thinking you want to make one of these, go back to the beginning of the video, because I did somewhat measure all of these to be even. So these ended up, the gaps ended up being very even between my signatures. So I'm going to put this kind of off to the side and let that glue do what the glue does. 2 hours, 56 minutes. The countdown clock is over at the Pounds house. Bye, Ann. Have an awesome day. Thanks for joining us, Ann Ryan. It's so good to see you. This will be your next project? Woohoo! Awesome. How you doing, Miss Carmina? What are you doing today? Okay. Now, I need covers. I think this Capri Sun's gonna work just fine. Yep, I'm getting dizzy again, y'all. My vertigo is coming back. I gotta do my exercises so it doesn't come back full force on me. Let's see, I'm just kind of looking for, ooh, that'll work. Some cardboard. Those pieces, this one's pretty rough, but I still think it'll work. We can clean her up a little bit. Okay, so we got some random pieces of cardboard. Check. And then I did pull out some fabric. Scraps. I really like this one a whole lot, so I think I'll just go ahead and use it. Now, I made a similar journal to this. Let me see if this is the one. I've made so many journals, it's hard to keep up. This isn't the one. This one was fun though. I took cereal board and put glued fabric on it, but I sewed my signatures into the fabric, and it's nice because it opens up flat. This is a document style journal. And then I use this bookbinding tape in here to tape and reinforce the spine. So that's one that's kind of similar to what we're about to make. It's not the one I was thinking of. I don't know. I've made so many journals, you guys. Okay. Let's get a strip of this paper. This is not paper. Let's get a strip of this fabric. I'm going to go a little probably wider than I need to, but again, it just goes back to like, I'd rather just have to cut once than have to add my fabric on and it not be wide enough. This is going to go on here and wrap around our signatures, all of them. Important note, no glue anywhere in this zone. This is the no glue zone. I'm going to make it a little more narrow. This is the no glue zone. And the zone goes all the way over here, all the way to this line. So that's why I wanted my fabric to be a little longer. I don't think you're supposed to glue here. As far as I remember, we need to leave a gap. So we're just going to glue here. It'll be fine because we're going to have these boards that go on top of it too, like a decorative board. So it'll be okay. It'll be reinforced. It's not going to fall off, but we can go ahead and do this part. So Miss Dreama, I don't know if she's here today, but Miss Dreama sent me, I think it was Dreama that sent me my straightener, my hair straightener, to help me iron my fabrics at my desk. So sweet. But I don't think this one needs to be ironed today, but I did bring my flat iron just in case. And I like mine to extend past the edges of my book. How you doing, Dawn? Welcome, welcome. John, when my husband calls it paper makeup. He didn't know what to call it. I had him do a voiceover for his Father's Day card one year, and he didn't know what any of the terms were, which is why it made it funny. And he called it paper makeup. He's like, I don't know. It looks like makeup brushes. So is it paper makeup? And I was like, I'm not going to tell you. So if you even know what it's called, you're one step ahead. Weird. Why did my chat get behind? I'm going to catch up. Miss Debbie's here. Hey, Debbie. We're making a journal. And this is Natasha from Treasure Books' brainchild that I'm trying to reproduce. Okay, she says to hold it here and then glue. Okay, check. I'm using Fabri-Tac. Flip this baby over. Do the same thing, the no glue zone. That's the no glue zone. We don't go over there. Okay. It's the wrong side of the tracks, y'all. Don't be playing on the wrong side of the tracks. We're going to pop that over here. Okay. Good. Everything is glued upright. Isn't that awesome? I started to question myself. Okay. So now that all that's done, I'm going to make the covers and we will have finished our journal. My glue has got a little extra going on. Put that right there. Okay, these are our covers. And I do want my cover to extend past my book a little bit. And we have to cover our covers too, by the way. So don't worry about that hole. We don't care about that hole. It's not going to bother us. It's just barely tall enough, but I think it'll be fine. I might even make this the back cover because we've got this to work with as well. All right. I'm eyeballing everything, but you can certainly measure. I'm not even cutting straight. It's still going to be fine. See, you could measure and give yourself a straight line to cut, or cut it in your paper trimmer. That's straight enough. Okay, and then now I need to trim off a wee bit more. From here and here. All right, see what that's given us. This is going to glue, once I cover this with paper, it's going to glue right onto this front cover page. Oh shoot, that's the back and it's upside down. Top, see why we mark the top? Okay. There we go. I think this edge is a little straighter. This is going to glue right onto here. So now you know why I picked the marble paper first, because I wanted marbled end page. Let's just trim this. none of this is straight. It's just going to add more character. Aw, thanks, Debbie. You still haven't tried it. Yeah, you know, I get it. I haven't tried it. Or I do the 3-hole, but not the 5. Okay. I'm just looking, like, I want a little bit of the covered board to show through when you have the book open. Like, you can do it your way, and you could, just have it exactly the same, but I actually want a little overhang, and I want the board to show on this side. I think that's good. So let me just cut this one down. This will be the back cover. I don't know that this one's really long enough, though, is the problem. I don't think it'll show on the top and bottom. It would only show on the side. So let's see what we think about that. I'm going to turn it so you can see the pattern, see what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's not going to show on the top or the bottom. It would only show on the side. Let's see if I have another Capri Sun or some other cereal box option. Doesn't even have to be cereal box. I could just use a thick piece of cardstock. That would work too. But I happen to have a lot of cereal boxes. And I can always use cardstock in the things that I make, but I can't always use cereal box in the things that I make. So I might as well use it when I can. You guys, there was an ad that popped up and I was too tired to hit skip on YouTube on a video I was watching. And it was Oprah and Maria Shriver talking about her new book. She has a poetry book out. It was so, I ended up watching the whole thing. Anyways, Maria was sharing about how her mom, Eunice, was very much like a just suck it up, keep going kind of woman. And it just popped in my head as Debbie's like, well, I mean, I haven't tried that stitch yet. And I keep trying to twist y'all's arm into trying a stitch that you may not want to try. And that's okay. Don't let it stop you. And I think that that's what Maria was saying about her mom, was like, she just didn't want us to let the negative things that happen in our life, the hard things that happen in our life, to keep us from progressing, from doing important work. And that's kind of the spirit of what I'm saying. Don't let it stop you from doing your important crafting. Oh, it's a good day, Carmina. I'm so glad. Have an awesome day, Jill. John. No glue. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I need some covers, y'all. So I'm gonna go back to this Woodland Grove, which is where I picked my first 3 sheets. And I'm going to grab some cover. That's really pretty. What does it look like with our fabric is the question. That's a no. No zebras, not today. No, 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 no. Whole bunch of no's. No, it would be okay. No. I don't mind that one. It matches the pink and the flowers. Okay. Well, there's not too much more paper left in this pad. That could work. I know they're slightly different, but it's a front and a back cover, so it's not going to matter because you're not going to have them side by side. So we may not need them both, and this would be my preference. Let's see. Do I think I can cover them enough? Yeah, I think we can make one sheet work. Let's do it. It's pretty close though, but let's do it anyways. All right, got a lovely scrap. I promise we're gonna get to the inside, you guys. I had big ambitions. I didn't think it would honestly take this long, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm just gonna cut that right up the center. In a very jagged way, but I'll get there. Okay. I think that's enough. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do here, just kind of fold things over. There's no measuring for me here today. I'm just taking it and folding it over the edge. Still intimidated. Oh, I know. The intimidation is real. Debbie, I'm way too intimidated to try most of the projects you make. Your mini albums, I'm just like, I'm going to leave that to her. She's the expert. So, you know, that's a real struggle for every single one of us, no matter what our experience is and what we do. But we can always get better. I couldn't even remember what you called this technique I was doing. And Debbie had to tell me 3 times that I was mitering the corners. Now that was a couple of years ago, but you know, we just all get there in our own time, wherever we're going. We get somewhere. Turning nowhere into somewhere. All right. I am going to use double-sided tape. Oh, thanks, Linda. Okay. I'm going to use double-sided tape because it's got that instant sticking power that I like. I'm also going to use glue because it has that cement effect that I like. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to bother with, it may be a mistake, but I'm not going to bother with like putting glue on the front. I don't think. No, I am, because I really don't like it when I don't. And now my hands are thoroughly covered in glue. That's okay. All right. Just clean them off on there. Okie dokie. I got a lot more glue on this than I needed. It's okay. It'll be all right. Let's just do that for now. I'll get a baby wipe in a minute. See, Debbie, you're like, no, what is she doing? This is not professional. And you can be really particular about this, and it'll make it look a lot better if you like tuck in your corners. I know that. Oh my goodness. Let's do this right. It's just buckling on me. There we go. It's a little better. Okay, so she says it's the world's easiest. She didn't say it's the world's fastest journal. Okay. And you don't have to do this part. You can just put a piece of cardstock over that front cover. But I do like a cover personally. Okay, let me grab a baby wipe because I'm messy. I'm gonna clean my hands. Make sure everything's really on there. Clean off that little bit of glue. It's fine. No one's gonna see that. Okay. Bam. We have a cover. So this is going to go right on here. It's going to be great because then it's going to stiffen up this front cover, make it more sturdy, and you'll be able to see it from the inside. Isn't that nice? It kind of gives it a finished look. And it's nice because it hides these edge pages too. All right. So when it comes to gluing this down, I'm going to put my glue here and not on here. Okay, so let me eyeball this again. Oh my goodness, I wanted to do like so much ephemera with y'all today, but I don't know. That's where I want that. So let me turn it over here. I need to like eyeball this so that I get it right. I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac for this. So you can use Fabri-Tac on paper. It won't show the glue lines and things that other glues will. And since I have fabric and paper going on, I feel like it's best. Okay. Now I'm just going to put Fabri-Tac all over here. And I don't have to worry about those glue lines because this is an acetone-based glue and not a water-based glue. Oh my gosh, and I have, this is, yeah, a big mess. Okay, that's all right. I want that to go about right there. Let me open my book and get it just right. For me, that is just right. Okay, that's exactly where I want it to go. She suggested that you put on your covers and then just like set it to the side under a book or, you know, a heavy weighted object to let everything kind of come together. So let's make our back cover. And honestly, I could deal with more give here. I think I would like, personally, more give in that spine. But I was making it according to instructions. But I think I'd like this fabric to have a little more give so that I can fill it up more. Okay. Let's do it again. Hopefully this helps. Shock and horror. No measuring and no straight cutting. However will I cope? Clutching my pearls. Oh, Diane. I know. I know. Okay. Just going to glue that straight from the jump this time. Look at me learning lessons from myself. Yeah, Mindless Crafting will be on. I think some other people will be on. I have no idea. I know I was hearing talk of other people, but I don't remember who they were or what was going on. But yes. Yes, yes, yes. I gotta go get my car inspected. You guys, they did away with state inspections in our state, except for 17 counties. And you know I live in one of the counties that still has to have it done. Like, that's unfair. I protest from my craft desk. And that's as far as it'll go. And then I'll go today and get my car inspected. But it's still unfair. Oh, that is awesome, Debbie. I would drive through Vermont to see dawn and snow. I most certainly would. Miss Gwen, hi, how you doing? Good to see you. I lurked in Craft Roulette last night because I got in late and I was cleaning. My husband had a procedure on his foot yesterday. And so I was cleaning and trying to, I thought if I really like cleaned and made it all nice and neat, he would get off his feet and chill out. But he did not. He like took my kids to the comic book store and did all these things. And I told him straight up, I was like, look, if I had chunks of my foot removed in a biopsy, I wouldn't be going all these places and doing all these things. I just want you to know, I would milk it for all it's worth. I would lay on the couch and watch Netflix. So you should do that too. But no, he was in his man cave making beats, going to the comic book store. He was going to make pizza. I was like, you're not making, I'm making pizza. I got in there. I had Craft Roulette on. And I put all the toppings in different orders. I know how the guys like their pizza, okay? They're very routine, my guys are. My son and my husband. They like everything in a particular order. And I know their order and I know how they like it. But I was watching Craft Roulette. And so I put everything in different orders. My son is like, this looks different. And I was like, yeah. He's like, it tastes good. Everything's there. It's just not in the right order. I was like, I know. I messed up all 3 pizzas. I was a little distracted. So there's no way I could have chatted. I was already messing up. But I was there. I was there. I put my husband's onions underneath his pepperoni. He's like, what? Like, I don't know. Don't ask me. Okay. Let's get this one on here where I want it. That looks about right. You know what? I'm going to make sure that when my books close, my two covers are lined up. That's how I'm going to line up this one. Cover to cover. Okie dokie. Here's the good thing. Everybody got dinner. Everyone ate. And they all ate everything and liked everything. So it was a win. It just wasn't. You know what? I think my glue bottle, you guys, has a hole in a weird place. I just discovered that. When I squeeze it, oh look, that's broken. See that? Probably don't. But yeah, it has glue coming out of here. I'm going to have to move this over. So I have glue coming out of two places. That's different. Good to know. No wonder it keeps oozing out everywhere. Okay, if that's going over there, then I can put this over here. Well, it's certainly going to be glued together. Let's not glue the entire book together. There we go. Just, I'm going to get it in here and make sure. There we go. Okay, so her claim was that this is the easiest journal. And yes, it is incredibly easy. It's not the fastest journal. I can make a journal faster using other more traditional techniques, but this is really easy. So she was right. It is easy, stepwise. And I love Natasha, so I wouldn't argue with her anyways. But it's not the fastest, because a lot of times we can make a journal in like 30 minutes. Cover to cover. But at least this gives you an alternative. Okay, so we have a journal. Let's open her up and take a look inside and see what's going on. So Debbie's going to leave junk journals to the experts, and we're going to leave mini albums to her. I'm having a hot flash, y'all. Don't mind me. Oh my goodness. Bitty pennies. Yeah, I have a dry one. I grabbed a wet one. Let's open it up. Now, one of the things that Natasha mentioned was that every page lays flat, and that is really appealing to me. I like that very much, and she's right. I haven't even gone through and creased these at all, but every page lays so flat. My phone wants to know if I'm thirsty. I am thirsty, phone. Thank you. Well, it's not, it's my watch, but whatever. Oh my gosh, Diane, that sounds terrible. I hope y'all stay safe. But yeah, I love how flat all of these pages are. This is nice. This is very nice. That aspect I really, really like very much. So we have made a journal. This is what she looks like. She does have a flexible spine. She doesn't have any, like, so this is our signatures glued together. So there's no like real division of signatures the way you'd see in a normal journal, which is also kind of cool. It just keeps going and there's no division. So let me get a normal junk journal out. Oh, Maddie. Paging Maddie. Maddie's coming in. So this is Maddie, and she's a quote unquote normal junk journal. And she has lots of signatures. She's a big girl. But this is the division I'm talking about. Usually, in a lot of junk journals that we make, there's a clear division between where we sew in signatures. So there's a signature. Here's a signature. I know, she's amazing. Here's a signature, right? So it's different in that way. There is no division of signatures. So let me find. So this is where our two signatures are joined together. It's just it's more like a notebook all the way through. I like that. I really like this. I'm so glad Natasha shared it with all of us. I think I was just thinking it would be a faster process, but that's just me. She didn't say it was the fastest. She said it's the easiest. So, you know. Gosh, is it still that cold, Maddie? Gosh, it's like almost 90 degrees down here some days now already. Okay, you guys, enough lollygagging. Let's do some more stuff. So I had pulled these from that wine book. It was like 1,001 wines to drink before you die. Psst, I don't drink wine. I'm good. It had water damage, and so I got it for $1 or something. I don't know. When I was thrifting. Ooh, that page would be pretty there. I don't love it with the purple though. Let's find one of these blank pages like this one. Do we like it there? I think so. I think I'm just gonna take it and cover this page with it. So we're gonna decorate this little journal a little bit now. How do I want to do this? I think I'll grab my metal ruler and just tear the edge. And this edge is going to be a little harder to tear, but I think we can still do it. Oh, thanks, Maddie. Yeah, we don't know what it is. The dermatologist, he's been to a doctor for 2 years. He's been getting blisters on his feet. And they just keep getting bigger and they don't heal very quickly. And he's been to a podiatrist, been to 2 different podiatrists. He's been to like 2 different general practitioners. Yesterday he went to a dermatologist and she's like, well, you win the award today of weirdest thing I've never seen before. And so she just took a couple of biopsies and she's like, I'm going to tell you to just don't even worry about the internet. Like, I'm not even going to tell you the different things that I'm thinking it might be because I really don't know what is causing this. It's definitely something, but I don't know what. He had always been told it was eczema, but the creams don't help. So she's like, it's not hygiene. It's not, I don't know what it is. So we will see. She's going to do her research and get back to us is kind of how that left off. So that was a fun way to use that book page. Let's go to the other signature. And we've got more blank signatures that I want to stamp on, you guys, and then I want to use my scraps. I'm trying to clean up my book page. But yeah, I know, I'm trying to get him off his feet. Like, hello? A comic book store can wait. You got a wife who can make a messed up pizza for you. Like, get off your feet. I started to get frustrated with him about it. Like, he was going to get up and let the dog in. I'm like, what? We've got 2 kids. And you got a wife who's always trying to get her steps in. Let me get up and let the dog. What are you doing? Oh, maybe if John's still here. I don't know if John's still here. Maybe he can explain it to us. John, why? So one of my coworkers is trying to learn all these things about wine. And I picked up this book originally, like it was a quarter. And I couldn't figure out why it was a quarter until I got it home. And then I saw it had some water damage. And I didn't think she would want it with the water damage. So I picked it up though, because I thought, well, even if she doesn't want it, I'll keep it because I like all the vineyard pictures. And I do. I like those. So I'm just using one in each signature to cover a white page. Here's another one. So we're going to cover this one with this. Sorry, I had to focus there for a second. There we go. I actually don't mind it hanging off a little bit. So I'm gonna just glue it down like this. From the top and the bottom, I don't mind it kind of decorating that page. I don't need to tear it off. So I'll just put glue here. You could turn these into pockets. You can do whatever you want. I'm just using what I've got. We're going to use my scraps because this is a scrappy hodgepodge journal. And I want to use my stamps. So let's bring in the scraps. Those were the 3 scrappy book pages. We've made some scraps as we sat here today and made this journal. Here's the scraps we've made. And then I have a whole heap of scraps that were on my desk already and gave me the idea for this journal in the first place. I've got envelopes that are real scrappy. They're like torn and ripped and stuff. And then just all kinds of paper scraps. So we're going to take this stuff and use it. Oh, these pages. I don't think we'll get to this today, you guys, because there's just, not that much time. But I want to take acrylic paint and like this dude carrying a chair, I don't need him in my journal. I'd like to paint him out and paint out some of this other space. I'll probably leave those orbs. And the idea was to put that in my junk journal, but I forgot about those. So these will have to be another time. You could totally cut this out though and make ephemera for your junk journal with it. Or you could journal about thrifting or whatever. That's an oopsie. Oopsie. Got lost in the process, but we're going to use all these scraps. Okay, so let me move this over so you can see the pile of scraps I'm working with. Well, let's decorate a little bit more. You don't understand them, Julie? They're just fun. Really, they're just really fun to make. And you can use them for anything. So you can use them for anything. You can have a junk journal for any reason. I have one that I keep prayers in. I have a worry one, which is really cute. I have junk journals for my business. I have them for memory keeping. Like, I've never really scrapbooked that much. I mean, I did it like once, kind of thing, like one period of my life for like 6 months I scrapbooked, and that was about it. But you can use them for memory keeping, for anything your heart desires. And it's just kind of a fun way to use your scraps and use your things and make a gift or whatever. I read something the other day and I meant to bring it to you guys and share it. It was something like people who journal every day, regardless of how long you journal. Like if you journal 5 minutes or an hour and a half, it doesn't matter the time. But people who journal every day live longer. Seriously, it's scientifically proven. John. So, you know, I was like, that's pretty cool. People, these just look like they're meant to go together. So we're going to put those together. We'll have to put a lady or something on them. But now we have a journaling card. You can write on that. You know what? But Julie, my mom didn't understand junk journals for years. I've been making them since 2016. And she's like, yeah, whatever. And then she's on Pinterest the other day. And this is about a month ago. And she saw some junk journals. And she was like, oh, I finally get it. Will you make me some? So, you know, that cracked me up. Then suddenly I'm on the quest to make her junk journals. She has tasked me with the responsibility of making her junk journals. Not that I mind. Like, like, you can make them with all kinds of themes. Like, I have one set aside for the 80s and like my childhood. So it's like Total Recall, E.T., Overboard. Oh, I loved that movie. Back to the Future, Star Wars. So like, you know, it's just fun. Like, you can pick a theme. You can have, this is a hodgepodge, so it's no theme. But yeah, it's just another fun way to use paper. And then you make yourself a journal and you can make them for, you know, art, like, you know, with like artistic papers and then paint in it. Just all kinds of stuff. I like this here. So I'm going to paper clip this here. For now. And keep moving on. I just like those colors and everything together. Okay, I have all these big scraps. Let's do something with them. We can make a belly band with this one. And a belly band is a place you glue the top and the bottom, and then you can tuck things behind it. So that's really cool. I'm going to fold mine just to reinforce it, because this is a really thin paper. But it's okay. You can use a really thin paper and then put more paper on top of it, and that'll reinforce it too. But I'm just going to fold that over and glue that on. That'll reinforce the bottom side of the belly band. Then Like if you had grandchildren, you could make one to document your grandkids and the funny things that they say. I did that for my sister-in-law one year. I made her a journal and she recorded all the funny things her kids said because they were little toddlers. And she loves that journal now because she goes back and it's filled with all their funny little sayings and, you know, stuff like that. Let's do this. I really want to cut that space out. You know I do. I can't help myself. We made this together, this flower, using some of the stamps that Des sent me. I told her the other day, I've used 5 of the Tim Holtz stamp sets you sent me. I'm using them. I'm loving them. We are going to bring in some stamps to decorate these white pages too. And you can keep white pages in your journal. There's nothing wrong with having white pages in your journal. To me, they just feel like a canvas. So I always want to do things to them. Yeah, no regrets in cutting that out. Okay, we will put that there. You know what? In this pile, I'm pretty sure I have some like quotes. Hey, do y'all remember that kind of terrible book we were reading at the beginning of the year? And then I just got fed up with it. I tried to sell it at Half Price Books. They didn't even want it. Do all things with purpose. So that could go up here. Let's do that. Be mindful with the present you are creating. Does it look like the future you're hoping for? That was another one. Let's do this one. I like the way it tucks kind of behind that flower. Okay, so we'll just glue this down. Thanks, Carmina. Hey, Natalie. How's it going? Da, 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 da. Just using scraps. This is going to be a scrappy little thing. Dusting the glue off my hands. Oh, thanks, Linda. It's fun. This was fun. I have to get past like my preconceptions of like, oh, this will be fast. Well, no, it's not fast, but it is fun. And I like the end result. Those preconceived notions getting me again. All right. Okay. Now that's definitely reinforced. Good and strong. Great place to tuck things. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper from over here real quick. Me and my glue hands. All right. See, got a tuck spot. All righty. Now, I know if you're like still on the fence about junk journaling, my mom asked me, okay, well, what do I do pages like this? And I'm like, well, you just grab something and glue it down on top. Like if you have a pretty picture, if you have a birthday card from a friend, if you have something you want, you just take it and glue a picture, whatever. Tickets to the theater, whatever you want, just glue something down on top. Or leave it if you just really like it. I don't know what that was. Ooh, yeah, let's play with some more of these white pages. Let's, so I've got tons of scraps and I plan on using them. Be cute to kind of like just have that somewhere on the page maybe. Let's do the stamps. Now, one thing to be mindful with when you're stamping on your journal pages is what ink you use, because it could like bleed through to the other side. And tea-dyed paper is the worst because you've soaked your paper in tea or coffee, and it totally kind of changes the chemistry. For one, the paper stretches when it gets wet. So by it stretching, it thins out the fibers, which means that ink bleeds through easily. Yay, the sun's coming out. Low 78 is not cold, Bitty Penny. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, good, good. Oh, that's a great idea, Nima. You should totally use this style to make your next watercolor journal. Yes, absolutely. I want to use this stamp set. This is the floral, a tangled floral box. And I actually want to create myself, I want to use this one. I want to create myself some like labels and things with this. So this is Desiree's pre-order. It's not out yet, but you can pre-order it on her website at includeathankyou.com. And this release is all about the basics, which is really cool. And I'm just loving it. I'm playing with it a lot in ways that y'all haven't seen yet, and I am loving it. When I saw this particular set, I was like, oh, you know, she likes to make junk journals too, so it shows in this release. Almost wide enough. I'm going to turn it this way. I don't know. I'm just playing, you guys. I'm going to make myself a couple of little labels with my scraps. I hope I like this color. If not, it's all good. It's in my stamp positioning tool, and I'll change it to black. Not yet, Miss Paula. I don't have any D-stash updates yet. I'll do have half a box full. The next area that I'm D-stashing is my Stampin' Up collection. So if you like Stamping Up, you're probably going to like the next D-stash. That's the next one to go. I actually need to go back through and make sure I took out all the My Favorite Things and Lawn Fawn and all those. I think I have. I mean, I don't want to get rid of 100% of them, but I want to get rid of most of them. So I need to make sure I've got that area clear. And then I'm going to go through my Stampin' Up. And then I think I'm going to go through my papers and ephemera. And I'll be selling like 6x6 paper pads with matching ephemera. That'll be fun for some. Okay. There's no way we can finish this journal today, you guys. We are just kind of getting started. But look, isn't that cool? I just made myself this cool little label or ephemera. I kind of want to put it, I don't know if the color's right for the front of the journal. Ooh, I like it right there, I think. I think I'll put it right there and kind of make it like a book plate. I know it would probably be better. It's not bad on the purple. I mean, God gave us purple flowers that have green branches, right? So we can do it. Let's put it there like a book plate. I don't name my journals, but if I did, I'd probably call this one, I don't know. I would definitely name it Hodgepodge because that's the idea today. Okay. And the cover is always the last thing I do, by the way. I always decorate my cover last. But let's keep going. See, I could use all of these so easily, but I want to pull out the banner. It's not banners. It's called a Tangled Maze, and I've used this one too. I've used all of them, but I want to use this one along the edges of my journal on a couple of pages. Let's use one here. Let's pick one with the kaleidoscope. Kind of like this one. It looks like waves almost. So all these are hand drawn by Desiree. She draws all of these by hand and then gets them manufactured in small batches. And it was so sweet of her. Her arms probably sore from me twisting it to get her to release this early, do a pre-order, because I had been playing with it and I just was falling in love with it more and more. And I was like, man, I think we need to do it. I think it would be awesome if you would do a pre-order. And so it's kind of fun because you guys, y'all are getting the first crack at them. Okay, I could take this and stamp it twice to go along the whole page, or I can just stamp it like right here. I used fired brick in case you're wondering what color I used. I just thought it would go well with this color. But yeah, you don't have to border the whole page. You can just put it like a strip and decorate it that way. It's really nice. It's normally where, you could put lace and trim, which you could still do, but it's kind of nice to just add a little border here and there. We could do the same thing like on this page. You could add lace or trim or whatever, but you can also just stamp these on there. I love that. And I love that you can stamp them. You could do, like on this white page, we could do the whole page, all three sides, and then we can pick our colors. So let's do that. Let's start with scraps. So I'm going to go back to my scrap pile over here. I have this scrap. This can be a pocket as well. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put this on here, measure it up to where it's about right. Oh, nice. That's so nice, Paula. You send birthday cards for the Craft Roulette crew. That's so sweet. You guys, I'm behind, so if somebody steps out and they're like, bye, and I don't say bye, I'm not ignoring you. I'm behind. Like Flo popped in. Hey, Flo. We're making a hodgepodge junk journal today. Welcome. Yeah, so when people pop in or pop out and I'm behind, just never think that I'm ignoring you. That's not what's going on. I'm behind. It's normal. Okay. Just going to line this up. There we go. I glued that on these 3 sides so that I have a pocket. Ooh, let's kind of make an ephemera piece with one of these girlies like this one. Since we have faces over here. Hot flash coming through. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's the second one today. Is a glue book different from a journal? Well, it doesn't have to be. It depends, I guess, on like if you glue like Nicole at Relax Cut Glue, she pretty much covers all of her pages with images. You could come back in and add places for you to journal, you know, like, so if you covered this with images, you could find places to come in and journal. So it doesn't have to be different, but in general, it's a bit different. But no, it doesn't have to be. I'm kind of doing a glue book. We're going to go with this girl. Yeah, it can, there are no rules. So it can be anything you want it to be. Yes, Miss Julie, that is a cuckoo clock. I grew up with a cuckoo clock my whole life. And then my mom had one, the one I grew up with, and I wanted it, and she was not giving it up, so she bought me one for Christmas. That was 2 years ago. And so it hangs in my craft room behind me and just kind of gives me signals. I had Kathy, me too. The first time I had vertigo, I had it for a full week. Oh my gosh. And I couldn't drive for 3 weeks. It wasn't safe. So that's why I'm trying to keep it at bay. Hey, Yolanda, how's it going? Devin. Oh my gosh, I should probably put some of your things in my journal. I loved your package so much, but the problem is I don't want to use them up. Devin's here. Devin. I have them right within arm's reach. Right within arm's reach. And I put my girl up on the wall. I can't take her down. I love her. So these are Devin's gel prints she sent me of her foam stamps, which you can get at PM Artist Studio. She sent me some Happy Mail. I won on her channel. And I loved your zine so much. Let's all look at it again. If witches were fishes, their cats would be too. Look, the fishy cat. They'd have starfish-shaped warts and ride seahorses for sport. Oh, look at its starfish-shaped wart. And it's right, that witchy fish is riding a seahorse for fun. They'd use shells to cast spells and cook up their brew. So don't swim in green foamed ocean. It may be fish witch potion. I loved your zine so much, and all the crafty goodies you sent me. We could totally use them. So you guys gotta go. This got wet, and it's actually still wet. I don't know. Anyways, because it sits by me, so it's the danger zone. Anything could happen. But you got to go check out Devin's channel for gel printing. You're my favorite. It's probably not nice to pick favorites, but you are my favorite gel printer. Let's glue the sticker she sent me on here. I love that zine so much. I want to make zines and I never do. I was thinking about it the other day, like what's holding you back from making a zine? And I guess it's that I'm so random. I can randomly talk y'all's ear off, but I can't really organize my thoughts that well into a zine, I don't think. Oh, we could just fold this over. There. Well, that sticker was perfect. It's a perfect way to finish off, and then someone can journal right there. We'll have to make a place for it somewhere. We'll just tuck it in that pocket for now. All right, we're just playing, y'all. Just playing. I will finish up here pretty soon. We've done the bulk of what I think we can do in one day. And we'll have to come back and play in this journal again. Let's talk about next week on my channel. It's going to be a busy week and it's going to be unusual. This last week was unusual too. On the 1st, it's Paper Stash Smash collab time. And I have a project for you guys. And so I hope you'll come back for that. Oh, I didn't finish this page. Hold on, hold on. Let's go back. I was going to stamp this edge with the stamp. Where did she go? Did I put her up already? Okay, I did. We'll pick a different one. That kind of, I wanted to coordinate it with whatever paper I put over here. So we'll do that. This one seems like it fits well there. Oh, I like the checkered too, but this one's kind of fun and different. Let's do this one. Anywho, so I will be here on the 1st with a project to smash your paper pads with. And then on the 2nd, I'm going to have 2 videos out because Kendra's Card Challenge 18 is coming and we have a sheet load. Sheet load's always on the 2nd. Then on the 6th, I will be live, which is a Sunday, at 3 p.m. for Kendra's Card Challenge as well. We're doing a live. We're making cards in a live. Each session is only 30 minutes and it's a hop. So you'll hang out with me for 30 minutes and then you'll hop to the next person and hang out with them for 30 minutes. That's how it works. All right, let's use picked raspberry. That's what's fun about stamps. You can make them coordinate with your art. And like in a hodgepodge journal like this, our colors are all over the place. We don't have a set color palette. So it's kind of fun to bring in the stamps for that, because you can change the color every page if you want, but then have like some congruent, I stamped on the next page. It's fine. About it, because you can have the same imagery but in different colors. So it's a good way to tie everything together. Let me bring in this well-loved piece of paper. I was telling myself, like, really, Bitty Penny? But I love trees and I don't want to waste. So I just keep using it until I can't use it anymore. There. That's fun. Fun way to inject some color on this black and white page. Bye, Zinjin. I'm going to head out soon too. Thanks for hanging out with us. My first zine I made using my gel press prints, and I filled it with quotes and ephemera. Yeah, right? I shouldn't let that hold me back. I'm telling y'all not to let things hold you back. I need to not let things hold me back. We're all the same in that way. We all do it. Okay, so we've got some borders. for our journals. Let's keep going. I'm not going to do too much more, you guys, because we've already been here quite some time making this journal. We'll have to come back and decorate it some more together later. Be kind of fun. We could add her to one of the gardening pages. She looks like she goes in a gardening page. So she could be a decoration on one of those as well. Ooh, I like her more right there because she doesn't get lost on the page. Let's make her a tuck spot. I know we decorated it like it could be a journaling card, but that's okay. I'm going to glue 3 sides, and I'm going to make her a tuck spot at the top of this page. Okay, so this is what you do. Just grab a handful of scraps and just play. Just play. Just have some fun. This page, I like the idea of putting a strip of paper right there. When I was designing that page, I almost put something there, but then I was like, no, I think it'll be more fun if somebody else can put something there. So I left that seam like that intentionally. I've got a sticky situation here. If I close my book right away, my pages are going to glue together. So I'm going to grab that dry baby wipe and wipe up some of the glue. Okay, let's use Dolly real quick and then we're gonna go. That's the last thing. We're gonna pull Dolly out and we're gonna see how she does. I'm just gonna put this to the side. Okay, we'll work on this journal some more later. It's gonna be fun because look at all the scraps I pulled out. These were on my desk. I didn't pull them out of anywhere. I just grabbed them from the side of my desk. But let's make some tabs and things with these scraps using my dies and my new little die cutting machine named Dolly. All right, let's get her out. Dun da da da. And all of these plates. Putting my stamp positioning tool back together, it fell apart. All right. Let's do this. I think I have it built right for die cutting. Die cutting, platform B. Working this out together, y'all. We're gonna learn together. There's B. B, cutting plate. C, paper, die, cutting plate. So this is our sandwich. All of these pieces can go away for now. Let me get some dies out. I already have them pulled. But where did they go? There they are. They're on the other side. So, got some dies here. Let's make some page tabs. These are from Stamps of Life. It's called Die File Tab. Maddie, you're so productive. Oh my gosh. I've just been over here fiddling with paper that whole time. Oh yeah, this is Dolly. She's new to the craft room. Aretha, I've got Aretha and Dolly so far. Aretha is my big industrial paper trimmer that I use to cut all my bases and stuff with. She can chomp through like, I don't know, hundreds of sheets of paper at once. So I cut all my card bases on her because I can cut a whole ream of paper in a few minutes. Okay, so let's use this. This is a watercolor scrap. Let's see how Dolly does with that. This is, you guys get to see the initial cut. We're gonna go through this together. Going sideways. Why are you going sideways? Let me turn. I still think it should go through. You shouldn't have to know that you need to turn this. Oh, please, let's get along. Okay. Okay. Can I take, oh boy, can I take this part out? Desiree, if you're lurking. I need your help. Okay. Let's see how this goes, you guys. Come on. Nope, can't do that. Oh boy, here we go. Me and my die cutting dilemmas. Why will this not go through? It's one sheet of paper and a die and a sandwich. All right. Whew. We got it. We have a tab. Let's pick a different, this is watercolor paper. It's not that thick though. This isn't like a super mega thick watercolor paper. It shouldn't have struggled that much in my opinion. Oh boy, I'm already getting sassy with it. Let's try some more. I named her hoping we would get along. Let's see. Ooh, I wonder if these little squares are big enough. Hot dog. That'll work. Let's put her up here. Use the magic mat. Yeah, I just think it should work without the magic mat, right? Because that's not even from the same company. I didn't want to put the magic mat right away in case it didn't work, and then they'd be like, well, did you use something else? No. I just used what you sent me. Okay, here we go. I'm doubling down. Let's go. I love the size though, y'all. I don't love that. Oh gosh. I'm trying to show you. I don't love that it twists in there. Oh, brother. I don't love it shifting and twisting like it's sliding around. Oh my gosh. Saves cutting plates. Bitty Penny, I truly think your new die cutting machine does not like the name Dolly. You guys, I got a new car once and I named it before I took it home and it broke down on me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to change the name. And then I named another car and I had a car accident the same day. I was like, okay, Okay, maybe I should, and you would think I would have learned from those two experiences not to name inanimate objects, but I still do it. And here we are. You have a point, Carmina. And no, I have not learned my lesson. Okay, I do have the magic mat. It was actually a free gift. I would not have bought it, honestly, because I figured this came with everything you needed. But I do have it because it was actually free with purchase that day. Do I have any more squares I want to use up? No, those have faces on them. So I'm just going through my die, my scrap paper here. See what pieces I have that can make some fun tabs. I will add some fun tabs. Okay, let's try this one. I'll turn it. I know it doesn't like blunt edges going through the steel plate. Okay. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Yeah, Devin, we've got to, you know, just need to spend some time together. We need a little QT, a little quality time with one another. Get to know each other. She'll figure out I don't like fussy things. Okay, and then I'll die cut. Let's just do a couple more. I wonder how she does with intricate dies. These are not intricate. I wonder how she does. Let's pop a... I do love the size. I'm a fan of this size. And I will heed Maddie's suggestion and try the magic mat because I have it. So I can try it. I should probably be turning my cutting plate every time. That's what the Gemini Junior taught me. I mean, we probably have enough tabs for this little journal. This would be a good mindless project. Like you want to be in your craft room, but you're not feeling crafty. Just sit and cut out a bunch of tabs. Sit and take your scraps and cut out a bunch of dies. Spend some time with your die cutting machine. All right, we have a bunch of tabs for our journal. Fun. Okay, I'm going to put these away. I'm going to get out a different die. I want to test and see if Dolly can handle... I really want to see if she can handle intricate dies. Let me grab one. I'm sure I have one. I mean, I have a whole box of spellbinders. I love spellbinders. I've just always had difficulty with their die cutting machines. Hey, will my sun fit on there? Let's try the sun. Okay. Boom. Barely, but yes, that will fit. Okay, let me get a piece of paper. This paper's too thin though. And the reason it's too thin is because it'll be like a nightmare to glue down. This might be a fun color for a sun. Very different, very unexpected. Let's use this. Let's see how Dolly does with intricate dies. Man, really got to crank this. And it doesn't, I wish I had suction cups on the bottom. I'm going back the other way. I can't help it. Okay, because it's an intricate one. Yeah, we did not get a cut, you guys. Dun, 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 dun. I ran it through twice and it did not cut through. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's see how the Magic Mat does. Kathy. What's so magical about the Magic Mat? Well, I don't know, Sonia Krill. I don't honestly use one, but let's see if it puts the magic in this experience that we're having. Is this one magnetic? I think this one might be magnetic. Okay, so I'm going to replace one of my, I'm still going to try to cut through this. You can tell it's not cut. Oh boy, now I have to line my die up again, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Oh, it's going to sync up sometime. Oh, I don't know if Dana is here or if she'll check in later, but Little Scrap Fest is what's going on in Houston, and I don't think I'm going to go. I looked into it, and I don't know. Maybe I'll go, but I don't know. Maybe not. I think it seems like it's more for planner people. We'll see. It's $25 a day to get in, just to get into the fest, and then the classes are all different prices. Okay, so I replaced my cutting mat with the Magic Mat. Well, it's going through better, I think. Let's see if it helped with this intricate die situation. No. Well, yes, look at the back. You can see more now. It's not cut out though. It's just like embossed. Tis, tis. Can't tell that's a sun. I'm going to throw that in the trash. Let's start over. Needs a shim. Why does it need it? Stay cool, Bitty Penny. Stay cool. All right. Let me try that. I'm going to get out a lovely sheet of paper. And I'm going to make myself a shim. We are experiencing this together, you all. When I had so many problems with my platinum, I kept recording videos and working with customer service to try to explain to them that it was not working. And they're like, are you using Spellbinder dies? Yes. Are you using everything original? Yes. Have you ever put anything in your machine that's not original? No. Okay, let me grab a piece of cardstock. I'm going to just grab the same one. And let's try this again. Come on, Dolly. Let's be friends. You can do it. Okay, I'll call you Rose. All right. There she is. piece of cardstock. Got our plate. We've got a shim. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it would be cool if this like suctioned to the desk, because it is hard to put the force that you need to put on this crank, which is quite significant. Oh gosh. Okay. Whew. That's a workout. Nope. No bueno. This is a die cutting die, right? I mean, I've cut it out before. Let me cut it with my other die cutting machine. Hold on, y'all. I didn't mean for it to go like this. I thought it was gonna work. Everything would be fine. All right. Let's see. Am I on die cutting? No. Let me turn on to die cutting here. Get everything set up. I took a drink of my cold tea to try to keep me calm. I'm glad y'all are here to walk me through this. I'm going to take this die. I'm going to cut it out of the same paper in my Bira Bira. Okay. I know it's shaking the table. Sorry, guys. That's one reason why I bought Dolly. That was the deciding factor, so I could die cut small things without shaking the table. Okay. So I just ran this through my Bira, and I might need to make an adjustment there. But it is the most die cut that I've seen so far. Sorry, I know y'all were shaking. Sorry about that. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. Let me take up the tension a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Y'all are gonna shake again. See, I just don't have the patience to deal with stuff like this. Well, it's much better. But it's not cut out. Not really and truly. I think I could sit here and fiddle with it and poke all these pieces out. Yeah, I can. I can sit here. It did cut. So my Bureaucraft cut the die. I just have to poke the pieces out, which is fine. You have to do that sometimes with these intricate dies. My dog's snoring. She's fine. She's not having any problems. She's just fine. This is different. It didn't make it through the paper. So Dolly, you're in trouble. You guys, like seriously. I'm like a glutton for punishment. I tell you what. I'm going to put that shim underneath there again. I'm going to see. I'm going to try to line it back up on here. I don't want to keep wasting my paper. but Dolly might have to go back. Like, I'm not going to keep a machine that doesn't work. All right. Although I already have 2 other spellbinders in my stash right now that are like this. How does everybody else have successful die cutting? I don't understand. On these machines, I don't get it. Running it through multiple times. This is like the 3rd or 4th pass. It has a shim under it, you guys. Nope. All right. I'm going to sit here and get even more frustrated. So I'm going to put it away. Use bubble wrap. Like, but why does it not just work? That's my argument. Why do we have to use all these things? Like, breathe, Bitty Penny. It's just frustrating. I was really hoping that wouldn't be my experience. And I felt bad the other day when I was telling y'all. I can't believe I felt like I made a mistake after I ordered it. Like, you haven't had success 2 times before. Why are you trusting it now? Well, I don't know. I'm going to trust it now. Okay. So maybe it won't do intricate, but it could do the other type. I just feel like it should be able to do both without a lot of hoops to jump through. Hey, this is just like my adventure here, you guys. You know, this is just my journey and how I'm experiencing it. And so I don't mean to be rude. It's just frustrating. Let's get me back in a good frame of mind before I close out this live. And I'm going to glue some page tabs down. And you always wonder, why doesn't she die cut? Because I get red hot when my machines don't work. Now, my Bureaucraft works. And I hear the Empress is really good. I hear the Empress is great. Cuttlebug. Yeah, but they don't make the Cuttlebug anymore. Biddy's adventure in die cutting. The saga continues. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Next D-stash. A bunch of dies. I am just kind of gluing these on any random place and not putting too much thought into it. I will kind of, you know, line them up that way maybe. Look, I'm trying to chill out. Try to calm down. How do I do that? With paper and glue in the simple way. Hey, one thing I did see yesterday that was super cool was this British printmaker, and I don't remember her name. I'd never seen her before, who did printmaking in her die cutting machine. Also, you guys, Sizzix has never let me down. If you are looking for, I like the Bureaucraft and I like Sizzix. I have the Sizzix Big Kick and I have the Sizzix Sidekick, and they have always done a very good job for me. So we don't have to throw out die cutting altogether. That's the good news. I can still die cut. I'm just kind of playing around here with these. This is hodgepodge, so it doesn't matter. We can do whatever. We can put these things anywhere we want. Let's flip this one over. I like that side. I thought it was going to go better, you guys. I was all excited. I had her named. I was like, this is going to be awesome. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, cool, Kathy. I've seen the Quirky Queens do printing and die cut machines. I want to try it. Oh, I haven't heard of the Quirky Queens. Let me write that down. This lady had like all kinds of different kinds of plates, which I found interesting because I had never seen them before. Like some of them are like a real thin plastic, and she had just different kinds of printmaking plates. Quirky Queens. I like their name. Cool. Thanks. Okay. I'm calming down. I think I will end up putting lace, you guys. So I'll go ahead and put some more of these sticking out the side. I didn't want just these sticking out the side, but I think if I put lace, it'll be okay. For anyone in the replay crew, or if anybody else has any suggestions before I get on an email, I'll be nice. I'm nice. But before I reach out to customer service about Dolly, let me know. I will test her a couple more times with other dyes. I know that probably wasn't thorough enough to make a decision, but we tried the shim, we tried the magic mat, we tried the regular plates, we tried a spellbinder's dye, we tried 2 different kinds of paper. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Okay, so there's that. Let's put a little lace. I have it right here. I don't have to go far. And let's put some lace on these edges, because I think I'm going to like the tabs more if there's a bit of lace interference. I need the lace interference. Okay. Devin, do you watch the Art Whisperer? I really like him. I remember when he started on YouTube, I think he had, when I found him, he had like, I don't know, 500 subscribers or something. And he was just getting started, and he is just a delight as far as like gel printing. And I love his techniques. Turn the tangles into embossing folders. Oh, that would be awesome if we had tangled embossing folders. Oh, you should be able to emboss with that little machine too. It came with an embossing folder, but I'm not getting it back out. I don't want to touch it. It's bringing out the sass. I don't want to touch it. Okay. Which is unfortunate when you feel that way about a new toy tool. All right. It is what it is. Let's put some lace here. Not even going to talk about it. Yeah, that's a great idea, Debbie, to like take notes like, hey, if you're using an intricate die, or like if you have an intricate die, you're like, needs 2 shims or whatever. I think that's what I like about the Bira so much, or the Gina K system, is that you don't need any sandwiches. You just adjust the tension. and I like that. I am just gluing the lace down with PVA glue. It'll totally work. It'll hold the lace. It just takes longer to dry than Fabri-Tac. That's all. That's a big difference there. But they both hold. Let me stick some paper between the pages. I was telling a crafty friend the other day, I'm probably like on the blacklist for a lot of people because I just kind of share my first experience like this with things, but I don't mean it to be any kind of way. I'm just trying something. And then I'm human. I can get frustrated. I don't mean it to be negative. All right. Well, you guys, I have piles of scraps and we could go at this all day long, but I have been here with you long enough. And, man, I want to add so many of Desiree's tangles into this hodgepodge journal for sure. Let's add a piece of lace to this page. And we'll take a flip through her. She's not decorated yet. But we don't have all day. I wish we did, but we don't. I got glue all along that edge. Let me grab that dry baby wipe. This page is slick, so that's good. Okay. Well, great. I wiped up all the glue. I hear you, Bird. I gotta, man, you guys, we gotta wrap it up. This is my last thing. Because we have been here quite some time. This is going to be a replay nobody wants to watch. Okay. All right. Which may be for the best. All right. I just want to keep that from sticking to anything else. Can't really get the full effect. We will come back and finish this thing, and it won't take so long. I might even finish it off camera and just share a flip through with you guys because we've spent enough time on this journal. It was cool. This is Natasha from Treasure Books style of junk journal, and it is easy construction. She says it's easy construction, and it absolutely is. She's totally right about that. You can go back and see the full making of it. We made this whole thing together here today, and that's why we've been on here so long. But one of the perks is that you can bind it in lots of different ways. I did a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but you don't have to. Go and watch Natasha's video and you'll see she gives you lots of different ideas for binding it. But one of the benefits is that you can add as many signatures as you want. You can all the pages lay flat throughout the whole journal. They all lay flat, which is really nice. So there's where I have them stitched in. And it is really easy construction. So maybe if the cover of making a journal is sometimes intimidating for you, I think this would be a good one to try. You can use a stapler, you know, go watch her video. You can find out, she'll show you the different things to do and all the things to take into consideration if you decide to give one of these a try. Here's what our lacy edges with the tabs look like. Nice. I always love a little lace poking out. So this is just hodgepodge. There is no like definitive theme. And I'm just going to come in and use my scraps and keep adding to it. I had a fun Saturday with y'all right up until about a few minutes ago, but that's okay. That's not y'all's fault. I appreciate all y'all's tips. Yeah, John, I know this is crazy. I never go for 3 hours. But you know, I will come in, I will finish this up on my own time, and I'll come back and do a full flip through. But this is what we have. It is kind of fun to see my papers in a journal. So this is from the Woodland Princess, and then these pages are from the Four Seasons paper pack. All of these like kaleidoscope and different pages are from that. This is from the Woodland Princess. So yeah, I got a couple of my digitals in here, so that's fun. That's it, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry, y'all got to see me in my real state of frustration, but it is what it is. And we got to make a journal together, which is the coolest part. And we got to spend time together. Okay, I'm heading out. Mindless Crafting will be on. They will be doing something fabulous. Hopefully not getting nearly as frustrated as me. And I'm going to try to pop in there and catch some of Mindless Crafting. But I got to go get my car inspected. I got to do Saturday chores and Saturday things now that I've spent hours in the craft room. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Desiree will be live tomorrow at Include a Thank You. And I'm sure you're going to want to catch that as well. So have a great weekend. I'll be back with y'all on Monday, and then I won't have any lives again until probably Thursday or Friday next week. So we'll just have a couple next week. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see all of y'all later. Bye.